There we go. You guys, this is our last shamanic painting together.
Okay, don't make us cry already.
I'm like, oh, I know.
Can we do it like once a quarter or something?
Yeah, right. We need to reconnect and you guys, you know what? We can talk about that for sure. If you got ideas, send them to me. And because having a mastermind is something I've been wanting to do, but I haven't felt like the people in my community are quite ready for it yet, but you guys are. But you were in this, so I didn't want to bug you about a mastermind.
What would a mastermind look like, Janice?
A mastermind is when you come together with a group of people and bounce ideas off each other, just share just where you at, and everybody shares kind of exactly what we've been doing. It truly has turned into a mastermind, but I guide them a little bit, right? So it's very much that way. It's like when it's a group of minds coming together to create a super mind is what technically it is. So always elevating that frequency up and being with the people that are moving along with you. So it's very everybody keeps growing and expanding. So sometimes circles are circles of support, circles of belonging. That's kind of the unstoppable dream, is that circle of like helping you find a safe place where you can start to uncover the truth of who you are. Whereas a mastermind, my vision of a mastermind would be, okay, there's some of us that are like wanting to keep going, and let's keep going, right? In that expansive mind, not necessarily business, but in that expansive mind, consciousness, growth, frequency, heightening up. Yeah. In whatever ways that we're doing it, but it's just a continual elevation. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I just wasn't quite sure what what it would look like.
Well, that was good because I've never actually described it before. So helping me put it into words. Yeah. So
And it's on recording, so you won't forget.
Oh, well, that's perfect because I was like, I really don't know what I just said.
And from a human design perspective, since you guys have expressed interest, when you have an undefined head or ajna, the two centers that are in your head, obviously, one is ideas, one is inspiration. They're not actually there to do anything. They're literally there to kind of collect data, and then your gut is your decision maker. So your head and your ajna are places to gather info. But when we hook up like this, like the goal is your head and your ajna are there for the betterment of all. And so when we get into community, like if I ran a chart on all of our charts, our whole entire body graph would most likely be lit up.
Yeah.
So we have access, really connected access to all of the beautiful archetypal energy that is within the stars and the I Ching and all the wisdom that's in all of these thought processes. So that's another benefit of the mastermind, Janice.
Thank you. That is perfect. That is really a perfect definition, because that is exactly what it is. When we come together, we elevate each other and new ideas, new inspirations come through for us. And I want to say, first of all, like I absolutely love the way this whole group has evolved and the way it's coming to the end. I love that Jen, you did that workshop for us on human design. It connected you with everyone, and people, I think, are reaching out to you, and hopefully you're gaining some business from that. And Domain, the workshop you did for us, same thing. It was like, yeah, okay, you reached out and said, I want to do this, like it's a practice for Zoom, but it just opened everybody up to what you're doing and expanded you. And so when I put the recording into our Teachable, I'll put your contact info in there too, so it will always be there for both of you, so that the future it keeps expanding for you. my whole vision was that by the end of this, it's like, okay, everybody's ready to go. They're ready to fly. They're feeling confident and strong. And yes, this is what I want to do. And it's okay if we're not all there yet. And it's okay if like Lane doesn't want a business. That's perfect. I'm fine with that. She's just doing personal growth, which is absolutely beautiful because there's not very many people that are just doing it for themselves, right? And not for a purpose. But so,
Her
and
time will
Kelly,
come.
pardon?
Her time will come.
Oh yeah, maybe Kelly and Micah, I want to do something with you guys when you're ready too. Like Kelly, I know you're kind of like, not yet, I'm not yet there.
Well, so when you said about Lane is doing this all for personal growth, and primarily every time I sign up for a course, it's
Mhm.
for my own personal growth. Like when
Mhm.
I did the personal trainer, fitness trainer thing, it was like, I need to know how the body works in
Mhm.
order to make my body function properly. And
Yeah.
then I move on to, you know, another course, and it's like, and all these courses is like, you can teach people how to do this, and you can, and that's not been my primary reason for joining. And now here we are 9 months into this. It's like time to give birth.
Yeah. Well, and as you say that, that was the whole message right from the very beginning on your soulful journey was like you're doing this for you first.
Yeah.
It's not about and I think every one of you came in for that reason too, for you first. And that's so beautiful. And I love that, Kelly, and stay the path. Yes.
And I believe that's why it would be beneficial for us to reconnect, quarterly, or,
Mhm.
we'd all love to do it weekly. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's just feasible.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that would be the Unstoppable group, correct?
Yeah, the Unstoppable, they meet weekly.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. And so Micah, quiet, beautiful, holding space, Micah, powerhouse woman, like you again, it's like, I want to either interview you on my Facebook or or maybe there's something we can arrange. Like, is there some kind of a workshop you would love to maybe give to us and that we could promote you that way?
Yes, and yes. Yes to
Okay.
both.
Yes to
Yes to
both.
all. Which
Okay.
is funny because mastermind wise, this morning I was like, maybe I need to talk to, like, get a feel for, because I have to come up with a project for my shadow coaching certification. And I have to give the idea to my mentor Monday. And which is like, oh, I could do this, I could do that, and I could do this and that. So I'm like, I don't even know what I'm going to tell her. So I was like, well, maybe I'll run a few ideas past these girls and they'll be like, that feels nice.
Yes.
So if you guys are open to it.
Totally.
Yeah.
So they have it, like, our only guideline has really been, it has to be something measurable and you have to have it done before the end of certification.
Oh, shoot.
Give us
So,
a
like,
survey after, a feedback survey.
what's that?
A feedback survey after you do it. And that way, that's quite simple to do. And that's your measurement.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
have to come up with the questions you want to ask us.
Yeah. And like some of their examples were like, oh, I'm going to get a website up and running. I'm going to have so many paying clients. But I want to go more the direction of like offering a workshop, whether it's online or in person or whatever. But then I'm also like, maybe I should do like a little mini oracle card set that is just the chakras. So it would only be, it would be very small, like 8, but how the shadow affects our chakras and
moving towards opening them or recognizing whatever's going on. Or the other thing was a lot of like in the course of this course so far, like I've noticed a lot of ancestral shadow stuff that is in our family. So I'm like, oh, do I want to do something, you know? And I know that I can do all of these eventually, but I'm like picking one, I'm like, oh, but what if this changes? Like maybe I just start them all, and then whichever one comes together quickest is the one I do. So,
Okay.
you know, which is also a shadow thing, being like non-committal, like not just picking one thing. So there's that too.
Right.
So there we have it.
Wow. That's, you know what? I think the ancestral one is more unique for the times right now. That's what I would say. But I mean, personally, that impacts me. But I mean, the women I'm talking to, like in the different groups, it's amazing how many are struggling with relationships in families. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's huge. There's just a huge mass of people that are in that muck right now. So that's my thoughts. But
Okay.
here's a thought. We could, once you figure it out, it sounds like it might be like a multi-lesson thing, either one. Not just
Yeah, I
not
think
just
so.
one night.
Or maybe it's just a mini one where it's like this is an introduction to
Yes.
it or something, you know.
So if you figure out the introduction and then we Zoom together and you can, oh, are you there? She froze. Wait a minute.
She's still there.
Yeah. Micah, come back to us. She's got too much energy. That's where.
Reconnect.
Hmm. But on that note, she's gonna come back. On that note, I think I would love to do an interview with each of you and then put it into my Facebook group.
You're gonna have to start from if you come up with because my internet went down. I was like,
Yes, we
of
thought
course.
you froze.
How convenient. How convenient.
You said
They're
you
like,
got too much energy. So if you come up with the introduction and then do it with us, like Zoom with us, we can do it. And then also, I can do an interview with you and you can bring that forward and say, you know, here's what I'm doing. I'm doing maybe a free introduction to people and then get them signed up to it.
okay.
Sound good?
Yes,
Those,
I love that.
yeah. Okay. So, and I was just saying to these guys, I would actually like to interview all of you. So what I would do is set up a private Zoom with you and we would chit chat. I would record it. We would go through some questions and then I would put it together into a link and put it in my Facebook group and on my YouTube. And that would also be like spreading the word for you. But I would love to interview all of you too, to you just talk about your journey over the last 9 months, because that would also help me promoting this program again. The next group is going to start in September. I decided September and then the following January. So, I was just saying to my daughter this morning, thank goodness I have a second group because I think I get really depressed.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And I wouldn't have that. I was like, I'm so glad I did that overlap because it would be quite a drop. So, but anyways, that works for each of you. I will move forward with that too.
Yeah.
And all right, perfect. Let's do our meditation. I'm going to get our, oops, I need to share my screen first. And also, I have my giraffe up here to remind me to talk about our spirit animal that came through with us. So if you remember your spirit animal that walked with you, I'll tell you, this giraffe was, boy, oh boy, 9 months later, it sure makes sense. Okay. Right. Getting settled. Getting yourself comfortable in your seat. Just wiggle around if you need to find that comfort. Take in some nice long deep breaths as you close your eyes. Breathing deep and slow. Letting everything else go around you. And being in your center. As you're ready, go back to your normal breathing pattern. Settling into your heart space. Feeling so much love and gratitude filling up your heart. So much love and gratitude. Our circle, our gathering here, our journey together. Let that expand out. Feeling so much love and gratitude to the earth, to the sacred spaces on this earth, to Mother Earth, and how she holds us regardless of how we behave. She still loves us. She still wants to nurture us and support us and all the living creatures, sentient beings on the earth. Send some love down to her. Connect to the earth. Feel that rise up within you. Feel that expand your energy, strengthen you. Feel the peace and calm building in your physical body, releasing tension, calming your mind, letting it relax as you sink into your heart. You sink into the core of your body. Listening to your wisdom. And opening up that gateway up into the higher universal realms, to the heart of the universe. Letting that flow down, opening up to it, receiving, surrendering to this immense beautiful intelligence. And breathing that in, feeling so much gratitude and love for the way this intelligence moves through your life, for the way it comes through, and the way the messages come into you, for the beautiful guides, angels, teachers, and healers that this intelligence moves through. The visions we see of our guides and angels and spirit animals all just come to us uniquely, but it is all from source. It is all simply this beautiful light, the highest intelligence and wisdom, the source of I am presence, coming down and coming through in a way that connects to us uniquely, each of us. Help us all listen and receive. But it is all source. Light beings from source. So see yourself there with your beautiful team circling up with you, with your spirit animal right beside you who has walked with you through this journey. And just let your heart expand with gratitude. And just talk to them. Just am open to one more message, one more guidance here from this journey. What else do I need to know? What other symbol, image, animal, what else could come through that I could receive? Just commune here for a minute. See what comes. Remembering your intention from when you came in, very beginning, 9 months ago. Why did you come into this journey? Feeling the wings beneath you, the air that is lifting you off onto your next journey. To your next expansion, spreading light, rippling out, allowing your frequency as it ripples out to serve in its own unique way. Thanking your guides and angels, spirit animals, teachers, your healers, saints, gurus, divine masters, all of the highest truth and compassion. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Taking some deep breaths here. Feeling it shift into your body. Feeling all these messages come in and settle into your body, to your cells. Grounding in. And begin to move your body, wiggle your fingers and toes. Stretch. When you're ready, come back and open your eyes. So you will begin painting. Okay.
So I meditated with Waskasu.
Oh, hold on a sec. Oh, okay. Oh, nice. That's a beautiful skull.
This is my bull that said I couldn't paint him.
Right.
He just told me I just can't sell him.
Oh,
So I guess this is going to be my keeper. I have a female as well, but I guess I need to keep him. He's
wow.
an expensive keeper, but that's what he wants. But that's okay, because if I can use him as my sample when I take my art, he's going to be gorgeous. He's huge. Like, he's definitely the biggest one. Plus he has his horn caps. So
Yeah.
And Delmain, when the time is right, he will let you know when it's time for him to move on.
yeah. And maybe he needs to go somewhere certain that is special that he needs to go. But for now, that's what he's saying. And that I accept that 100%. He's awesome.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
He will
Yeah,
be.
just at the last minute, I thought, oh, shoot, everything's around the buffalo. So I'm going to pull him up and meditate with him and ask him what he wants.
So how did you come up with Waskasu?
Well, he told me, like, even though Waskasu actually means elk. So it's weird, but of course I lived around red deer for a long time, so maybe that influenced me. And I know that Tatanka I think is buffalo in one of the indigenous languages, but he wanted Waskasu. So
Well, our
that's what
national park, our national park in Saskatchewan is called Waskasu.
Okay. Yeah. And it means elk. I know that.
Yeah.
After because I looked it up and I thought, okay, well, why? But I don't know. I guess maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Elk are more free than the buffalo aren't, right?
True.
So there we go. Oh, and then I did also finish my
Oh, wow.
Nice.
aura picture. And actually, I was thinking, that would look really cool with some crystals around it too for each of the chakras.
Yeah.
So that's an idea. I might lighten up the headpiece a little bit more, not to be as quite bright purple, but really lighter. And it wasn't easy to do the symbols because I had to really think about it. Like, I had to measure it and all that sort of stuff. So that was a little more difficult for me, but I like how it's turned out as well. It's kind of a different, like I've seen lots of shocker pictures, but nothing with the buffalo.
Yeah,
So that's kind of cool.
very cool. Very
Yeah.
cool.
Did you get accepted into Stampede?
No, I
Oh,
did not. And I'm not sure why, but because I use mostly my flower stuff. Now I'm gonna take a skull and put it in the competition.
oh,
So
perfect.
maybe that's why he wants me to keep him, because that won't make him for sale. That
Right.
is going to be a competition.
Oh.
So I think that's where he will really showcase well. So
Yes.
that's something that as long as I pay the fee, I can get in.
And
So,
then you can have commission work done after that.
yes, absolutely. Like
Because there's
that.
lots of people in the area that are looking for that.
I think so. I just need to be in that right area and get the word out of what I do. And when they see my style, because I know that some people might go, oh, well, can you do this or this or this? And I'm going to say no, because I
Good.
need to do my style. I need to do it with the mandala, and each animal will tell me how to do it, right? They're going to be
Yeah.
guided, but that will be that's my general style, will be with mandala. Some will be on the bone and some will be with the rocks, but yeah, that's the
Cool.
deal.
Okay. So, Jen, what are you doing? Curious. Oh, you're
You're
muted.
mute.
I have no idea. I don't have any idea what my spirit animal was at the beginning. It's just a symptom. I actually, in that meditation, just sort of felt myself super ground between the beginning and the end, and heard that what needed to come through right at that minute to support me through this incredibly crazy 9 months was there, and I already have it. I have a lot starting. I don't know if I've told you guys, like there's this synthesis of all the programs that I'm in. So like, I believe that my spirit animal at that time was an owl. I still haven't painted the owl, but then I started this the other day. So this has been sitting on my wall.
Let me spotlight you. Hold on. Oh, it's like, is that like the tree of life?
Yeah, it's the tree of life, and it's got a heart behind it. And then this is an owl.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And then back here, there's a planet that I want to pull forward. And then there's some random star symbol things.
And
And
is that also a goddess in there?
yeah, and it's the human design and the chakras.
Gorgeous.
So I think I'm going to continue to work on that, but I have like 5 other different pieces that are sitting here waiting to, I don't know, one will decide that that's what I'm supposed to do.
Right? Yep. Yep. I Gotcha. Well, it sounds like that's a powerful one that you're working on, like that one that's come through. That looks like it's gonna be pretty powerful.
Well, and it includes everything that has been happening over the past 9 months. So that's kind of wild that I started that last week and was like, where the hell is this thing coming from? And maybe it was in preparation for this. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Run with it. Beautiful.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And Micah, what are you working on?
I am painting a katina. That's what kept showing up in my mind this morning.
Ooh, a Kachina doll.
A sun, it's the sun kachina.
Mm-hmm.
And when I looked up the meaning, it was saying like they guide you in when to plant seeds and how to bring them forward. So I was like, okay, funny guy.
Perfect.
Yeah, so
Okay. Perfect.
I can't really show you because I was using watercolors and he's a little
That's
wet.
okay.
Hopefully it won't. Hopefully it won't run.
Okay, awesome. Oh, he's cute.
Yeah.
And I love that it's layered with meaning. Oh my goodness. Okay. Kelly, did you decide what you're doing?
Well, I'm just playing with color so far. So this is what I got to so far. Just a big wash of color, and then
Ooh,
so my
that's a
spirit
beautiful
animal.
background.
Well,
Is
there
that-
I am with my bubblegum colors again, right?
Yeah, I love it. I
Cotton
can
candy,
almost see,
so
oh my gosh, I can see an angel in there.
she's in there.
Oh, I can see it so clearly.
So
It's
I'll
gorgeous.
just keep playing around, and my spirit animal came through as the bear at the beginning, and then
Yeah.
I kept feeling the eagle pulling at me, and I don't know that this piece is going to have either one of them, because they're very bold characters and personalities, and this is just a real, I call it cotton candy softness.
I love
So
it. It's beautiful. Cool. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get working on mine I want to put some cotton candy colors in there too. I'm just like, I just love my giraffe so much.
I do
love-
too.
I love her eyes. I'm just like, oh, I could just stare into her eyes forever. She's just so gentle and peaceful.
She's a little
It
love bug.
Yeah, she really does feel that way. So,
sure reminds me of the Friendly Giant.
yeah.
I don't know if you girls had the Friendly Giant TV program. I think it was a Canadian broadcast, wasn't it?
I think
It
so.
was, yep.
Yeah,
Out of
and
picture, I believe.
okay, so yeah, Jen and Micah, you wouldn't be familiar with, but it was the Friendly Giant and Shaylin every morning before school.
Mr. Dress Up.
Oh,
Yes.
I love Mr. Jessup.
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Dress Up.
Did you guys have Mr. Dress Up? You had Mr. Rogers.
Yeah.
That sort of idea. So my spirit animal was the dragonfly.
Ooh,
So
nice.
I'm not working on the dragonfly. I'm working on my buffalo today. But maybe there's a transformation. Well, the dragonfly, of course, of transformation. So, and I just get so many animals. Like during that meditation, I got an elk, I got the buffalo, I got a wolf, I got the lion, strong lion. So I don't know, I get a lot of flashes of stuff. So I've been pulling the cards of the animal just so that I can kind of read what I need to know from it.
I don't have a toy for you. I don't. I love you very much, but I am not feeling you right now. Oh, I forget that you guys can hear me.
We're happy you love them very much.
My God. You found it. Dang it.
Uh-oh.
He found his toy. He dug it
Oh.
in the drawer.
Well, they know where you hide stuff.
Oh my God. And one of them is like, he'll wake up in the morning and instantly go right to where I hid it the night before and stare at it, the drawer, and then back at me, and then the drawer and back at me.
Right? They can smell it, is the thing.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Well, I'm gonna have to make a trip to the art store soon. I'm running out of glaze.
I went to Kensington Art yesterday
What did you? Nice.
and bought myself a great big chunk of watercolor paper for that commission piece that I'm going to start.
Oh, nice.
And I think it was 31 by 50. So it was a very big chunk of paper. It won't go in the trunk of the car. So right now it's
Oh.
sitting in the back seat, standing upright. It's like, oh, that's just, I know it'll show up in good condition back at the house. On Sunday, it's like, I've still got a lot of traveling to do before I get back.
So
to
it's a
that.
nice heavy paper.
Yeah,
obvious.
it's a 300, I think she said. And so it cost $50 itself. So
Yeah,
it's like, oh boy.
they are expensive.
The lady at the store, she says, don't wreck it. I
Oh.
said, I looked at her and I said, I love you too. We do have a long relationship. So,
I didn't know there was an art store in Beddington. I've been going down to Swinton's.
no, this isn't in Beddington. The name
Oh.
of it is called Kensington Art.
Oh, Kensington Art. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's not far from Swinton's. It's
Okay.
on 11th Street, close to IKEA.
Left Street, close to IKEA.
Yeah, there's this Costco down in Deerfoot Meadows
Yeah.
on Heritage. It's about a block from there.
Okay.
More
Okay.
north, I think. I think it's north. Yeah.
Is that where you go, Janice?
Yeah, I have gone there.
Because I didn't even know there was another one. For some reason, I found Swinton's and that's where I've been going.
I've never been
And
to Swinton's. I should go though, because Doug.
They don't they've got all of the Amsterdam stuff. And then they've got some of the golden stuff. And they do classes there. I don't know if they do that at the other store.
Yeah,
So
they
at
do.
Kens, yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a big
Um,
group there for classes. But like sometimes they don't have what I want. They only have a artistic law or artist loft medium. That's the only one they have. And that's fine.
Oh, you next
but-
time you're in Calgary, put it on your list to go there. It's overwhelming when I go there. It's just
Okay.
and it's just
Quite
so fun.
large.
They have a website. Yeah, they have a website. They offer classes. And they'll send you out a newsletter. What's offered for each month. Sometimes I'll make make an effort to be here that weekend and take a class from one of them.
Okay.
So I used to do oil painting there with Doug, or not with Doug, with Michael, and he's from Red Deer. So
Yeah.
Oh,
I think he's from Red Deer. Michael
Yeah.
Downs. Yeah.
Yeah. he is.
oh,
Mm.
yeah, I
But
know.
Doug was
Yeah.
also from Red Deer. I don't even
He's-
know where Doug is anymore.
Michael's
Doug
the
is in
historian,
Calgary.
right? Michael's the historian, is he not?
Sorry, he
Or-
what?
Is he a historian as well for Red Deer? Or is that Michael Daw?
I don't know.
I don't know that I've ever heard him speak of being a
Oh.
historian, but
Okay, I think that's Michael Daw from Red Deer.
Yeah.
Because of course Daw is a name that was historically in Red Deer, so his history is there.
yeah, I make an effort to go there every time I'm here, and plus I get some hugs when I go there too. So like I told you guys before, this trip is filling my cup.
Mhm.
Nice.
So it's just
There's another art store too in Calgary. I'm just trying to remember the name of it.
Mona Lisa.
Well, Mona Lisa, and then there's another one too. It'll come to me eventually. Here.
And did they teach classes out of there too?
I don't know, actually. I haven't. The only one I've really been to is Kensington. I went to some classes there with Heather Pant.
The big Comic-Con thing is on this weekend here in Calgary.
What thing?
Comic-Con?
Oh,
I don't ever go, but I know a few people that go, so
Huh.
it's
The whole
need
it's a
to
other
big,
world.
Feel.
it's definitely a complete different world.
Yeah.
We're all concentrating very hard again.
Are.
I got a note from my buddy that I'm going to see today. It's her birthday today, and we were just going to have a chili when she got home from work. And she sent me a note that her daughter sent her. Happy birthday, Mom. We'll be there at 5:30 with supper.
Oh, nice.
Aw, how nice. So I get to see my niece too. I call her my niece. We're this buddy of mine, we've been friends since we were 4 years old. So our
Oh,
our our children call each other cousins and they refer to us as auntie and uncle. And it's those are the family you choose for yourself.
Yep.
Where did you grow up, Kelly, in Calgary?
I didn't grow up in Calgary.
Oh, you did. Okay.
I grew up in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's north of Prince Albert, 90 miles.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then my mom grew up where we have our cottage, 35 miles north of Prince Albert.
Okay.
So we have lots of family up there near Waskasiu and area. So our cabin is 35 minutes from Waskasiu, from the
Okay.
national park. So we take day trips up there, like people from Calgary would take a day trip to Banff.
Right.
When my husband and I first started going together, we'd drive up to the village and I go, oh, there's my uncle's place, and there's my aunt's place, and there's my cousin. Oh, and this is my other cousin, and he lives right behind that house there. And it's like, he just kind of shook his head and went, oh my, I'm marrying into a large family. So when I say I have a cousin, it could be anywhere in the world. So, and then on Saturday, I'm going to spend the day with my cousins, the ones that just lost their mom last
Oh,
week, and my uncle. So that'll be good to get some loving going
yeah,
on there. So,
nice.
and then Sunday I head back home and visit my brother. So not that you guys needed to know about my trip.
Yeah, no, it's good. That's awesome. Like you get to see everyone. That's nice.
Yeah, I like to do that visit trip once a year.
Mhm.
I know, and this trip wasn't I'm taking pictures of everybody and posting them. This is just a fill my cup trip. So which I'm sure you guys are all familiar with doing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
hello, Sammy.
How when you don't get enough sleep and then you get the night where you're like, oh, that was so much better, but you feel so much more tired. That's me today. I feel a
Okay.
little tired. Just
My
feeling like, oh, catch up. I need to catch up.
my brother-in-law said to me when he walked past my room, and then I got up and visited with him. He says, "You're snoring like a steam engine." I do sleep well here, so
Nice.
For not getting much sleep, I feel fine right now.
Yeah, you doing great. I was like, you're on that adrenaline high or something,
I
eh?
think so. Well, talk to me at 2 o'clock because I think at that time I'll be falling asleep.
That's how I was yesterday. I had a group at 2 and it was like 12:30 and I'm like hitting the wall. I'm like, oh no. I need to just sit down for a while and relax before I get on. So then I got a second wind by the time I went on, but taking those breaks.
Yeah.
was that yesterday, Janice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but you had Jack in the vets too, so that takes
Yeah.
a lot of energy out of you.
Yeah. Well, it's good to have that done for him. He's been needing it for a while.
Yeah, when they get to be that age, they need some dental care. So
Mm-hmm. Especially small dogs, anyways.
yeah, all our small dogs always had issues with their teeth. Micah, you're pretty quiet.
Oh, I get focused when I paint.
It's good.
I did do these cool cards that it's kind of like the soul scribbles,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have words that come up and you collage based on the words.
Oh,
But these were
wait a
fun to
second.
do.
Let me spot to let you here. Hold on. Can't see. Okay.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
So you did that?
Yeah.
You created that?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Nice.
wow.
So they're fun. Here's one of the. This one was one that I did after I had a client. Like I just kind of did it with her. I don't know what hers looks like yet, but then like each one has a message, kind of like our paintings.
Oh, that's cool. Are they collaged? I couldn't tell.
Yeah.
Kind of multimedia, right?
What kind of paper?
It's all just, it's just all magazine clippings. This is on watercolor paper because I couldn't, it was just easily available. So I was like, oh, this will work.
Yeah.
So
So I was too lazy to look for my other stuff. So I was like, eh.
so tell me more about them.
Let me see if I can pull up the pictures on my phone.
Mhm.
So you start with like a breathing technique where you get the person in their body. So they use a pencil or a pen to draw their breath. So if it's a circle, then as you inhale, you draw one direction, and as you exhale, you draw the other direction.
Oh,
Or like mountains up and down as you inhale and exhale. But
right.
then let's see, then you do a little scribble on top,
Okay.
and then you write like the 3 words that come to you or whatever.
Okay.
And then you just collage over it. Like you look for your main, like in this one, it was the dancer.
Yeah.
Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah.
That represents like the flow or the fluidity or expressing yourself or whatever. So those were fun.
Yeah. That's cool. Um, did you the trick is finding magazines lately? Like, did you go
Yes.
buy them or?
Yeah, I actually, here in the States, I don't know about in Canada, but you can go to the thrift stores, and a lot of
Oh,
thrift
that's a
stores
good
will have
idea.
magazines.
Yeah.
Or like some of these came from books, just old picture books.
Yeah. That's cool. That's a good idea. Mhm.
Which I feel kind of bad cutting up a book, but I'm also like, but look how beautiful this picture is.
Right.
I went to the dollar store and found a book of flowers and nature. And it was like, okay, it's only $3. And that was the intention, was to use it for cutting up. And I
Mhm.
thought, okay, so it'd be the same story as going to the thrift store, I guess. And it's an
Yeah.
investment. And then it's like, oh, that's so beautiful, I don't want to cut it up.
Well,
Right.
last
Yeah.
year,
And I find myself like, oh, this picture is perfect. But then I look to see what's on the other side
Yeah.
to make sure, like, okay, am I okay losing this page if I do this?
Yeah.
last year at the retreat, there was a very cool workshop that I actually missed most of because I was so incredibly exhausted. I had to go lay down, but because it's like you get so much information and so many workshops there. But she actually, I don't even think she did a workshop. I think she just showed us. She had old kids books, and she was showing us how she changes it into like an art journal. So every third page you rip out, and then you take your excess paints from your palette and cover the pages each day. And then
Wow.
each day you can, like, whatever you're feeling, or a thought or an idea or a phrase or a verse or something, you can paint like an art journal on top of it using paint pens or collage or whatever. So, but your book is already there and ready for you, because there's so many children's books that, as moms, we tend to, I just got rid of a whole bunch of mine, but they collect, and you're like, oh, what am I going to do with these? Right. And so it's kind of cool to be able to take some of the old kids books that you maybe are special to you, but not so special that you couldn't paint in them.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Play with it that way.
My good friend here in town, that's a Métis girl. This is her style of art. So she makes junk journals. And so this little one I
right.
bought from her to put into my granddaughter's birthday present. So she does the same thing. She takes and pastes thing on. Now her design or her style are these little native girls.
Mhm.
And she also does space people like Palladians and
Cute.
Lunarians. And so she makes them and she sells them. But she also teaches how to make them. So she in each of these little kits, she gives little stickers and little pieces of paper and colored and animals and all sorts of things that are in there. And so I'm going to create one with my granddaughter. So I've just bought a blank journal and we're going to create hers. So that's part of her birthday present. And so I bought a bunch of things to put together, almost like scrapbooking a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's really cool. So she always adds some sort of little attachment to it so that you can tie, I don't know how I did that now, tie it together somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, those are so cute.
yeah, so they really turn out quite cool. And I'm excited to do it with Bryn because I think she's going to really like that.
Yeah, that actually, I have an amazing, well, in my Mastrius group that I navigate for these artists. I don't think I told you guys about that. Mastrius is a company that was developed in Calgary, but it's worldwide now. And it's a place for artists to come and learn from a master artist, like incredible artists are in this, and you join their group. So I think it's about $100 a month, and you have a 2-hour session with the master every month, and they give you
Wow.
homework to work on, and then we meet as a group. I'm the navigator for the artists, so I kind of organize the group and make sure everyone knows their way around the platform, and I meet with them, midway through the month, and we just it's a beautiful, because being an artist is sometimes a very lonely career, and so it's a beautiful connection, and uh I've met some incredible women in these groups, and it's funny how most of them have been women. Anyways, one of our master artist is Veronica Funk out of Calgary, and in the other group, the master artist is Ardith Goodwin out of Alabama, and they are phenomenal artists, like featured in galleries, right? Like beautiful work. And Veronica does amazing um, series of women. Like she did a series of grandmothers and a series of nasty women, she called it. And and these get exhibited in a whole bunch of different places. It's quite amazing. Anyways, she does phenomenal art journals, travel journals. So she was showing us all her travel journals and how she does it and what she takes with her and how she packages everything up. And they're just gorgeous art journals. And you kind of go, wow, that's so she doesn't carry canvases or anything around. She just takes her art journal in a small little kit that would almost like fit in an old pencil case. And she takes these around whenever she travels. So she's got beautiful ideas, same idea, right? But that's one of the things I want to get to the Calgary art store for, is to pick up a more unique journal or a travel journal. So she just uses like sketchbooks, but there's some really nice, 8 by 8 inch sketchbooks that give you kind of a unique look to them. But yeah, it's been fun to follow her and do these things with her.
I wondered if you were still doing that, Janice.
Yes, I am. Yeah. Two
I don't know
groups
how
a
you
month.
fit. I do not know how you fit everything that you do in. I really don't. Oh,
Well, like I said, it's much more leisurely now
yes.
than it was.
And how about Wavana?
No, that's closed.
Oh, it
Nope.
is.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure, did you post something in the Facebook group?
Well,
Or-
somebody from it commented on one of my pictures, I think.
Okay, because I had closed that group down and I was like, how did I get, yeah, I was like, I thought I closed it down.
You might want to look at it because I thought it came up just this week.
Yeah, I saw it too. I was tagged in it or something. I was like, okay, how did this happen when I thought that I closed it down?
That's interesting.
Because people were starting to use it for their own thing. So I was like, okay, we need to probably close this. And
Huh. How long did that group go? Because it was quite a while, wasn't it?
yeah, over 20 years.
Oh, wow. That's too bad.
That's okay. I was ready to let it go.
Yeah.
It was
Well,
time.
yeah, it didn't do what I needed it to do. I met one of the girls, the one that did the really cool large machinery
Oh,
pictures?
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
She saw me in Sylvan when I was at the beach and I
Okay.
talked to her for a while. So
Yeah. She's
it's
doing very
cool that
well.
she remembered me after
And
really
and
one.
Taylor.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
did some cool stuff. I like that.
Yeah, she did. She when she first met me, she was like, because she worked with John. Actually, that's how she got
Okay.
connected. She worked with John, and then she started coming to some of my painting workshops. And she's like, "Oh, I just want to be an artist." Like she hadn't done anything.
Oh, you're
And yeah, and then she
kind of cool.
started because they were on her and her husband worked on Gold Rush, the show Gold Rush.
Okay.
Yeah, her husband worked up there with Tony, the the one guy Tony. I can't remember his last name, Tony something. Anyways,
I know. Oh, you mean, yeah.
yeah, in the TV show. So
Yes.
the reality show.
Yeah.
Um
At the
and yeah,
yeah.
so um so she was surrounded by the big heavy machinery all the time.
Wow. Yeah.
So that's what she did. So
But she had her own style. That was really cool.
yeah, she's come a lot. Like it's phenomenal. And I just kept saying like, Anne, you have a unique
Yes.
market here. You need to keep going with this. So
Yeah.
yeah. So she did. It was cool, but it was funny because she's always like, "Oh my gosh, I just want to be an artist. I don't think I could. I'm not good enough." And it's like all of a sudden this came out of her and I'm like, "Yes, keep going."
That's the thing. People don't realize what they have in them. It's a matter of allowing your true self to come out.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. So much so.
I've gotta go so I can get Liam.
Hmm.
Here's my little Kachina so far.
Hold on. Here. Oh, wow. That looks fabulous.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
That's
Looks
Good
fun.
job.
It looks like fun.
Beautiful.
I love his turtle rattle.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
cool.
gonna go too, you guys, so
Okay.
all I got so far is my background. And it just got a little bit more pink in one corner.
Hold
and
on. Yeah.
So, oh, it's running. Oops.
You'll
I'll turn it
figure
around
out.
so you can run it again. So there you go.
Nice.
I don't know if he's looking a little bit more like a buffalo. I widened his nose or
Oh,
his
wow, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
totally.
he's coming. I'm gonna give him a little bit more curly hair. So
Yeah, he is coming and he does look male.
yeah, he does.
All right.
The
Well,
owl is coming out on this one. That's all I've done.
oh, hold
Oh,
on.
right on.
Getting
Cool.
you.
Oh wow. That's cool.
Ooh
Oh,
wee.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is awesome.
Incredibly powerful.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
cool. Oh,
Pretty
wow.
exciting.
That's fabulous. Okay, well, you ladies, thank you for being here, and we may
Shut the door
hopefully
for a
see you
minute, Bill.
tomorrow. Also, watch your front door. Packages are coming to you guys. So,
Jan. Oh, cool.
Thank you.
Jan, you want to catch up here in a second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you have my phone number? Just call me.
I don't know that I do.
okay.
Okay. I'll text it to you. I mean, I'll.
Okay. That's perfect.
Perfect. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye. See
Bye,
y'all
guys.
tomorrow.
See you
Bye.
tomorrow.